Hi everybody, welcome once again. This is Live with Linda. Today we are going to be talking about a very interesting topic. I don't know if you remember, not so long ago, a rapper went into the Ikeja City Mall to do a freestyle, and he was doing it to promote his music, but at the same time he wanted to catch the attention of the brand Samsung. It came out beautifully. We actually really loved it. A lot of people liked the video. And when I posted it on my page, I did ask you guys to tell me if you think Samsung should sign the guy or not. 99.9% of the comments were positive. You know, people were tagging Samsung, nudging them to jump on the trend, to sign the guy. But Samsung did not jump. To the best of my knowledge, they didn't even move, and it got me thinking. And then I remember the comment on that same post. Somebody was like, Samsung is stingy, I beg. I was like, wait, is that the problem here? Is that really the problem? Or is it that there was something about the presentation or the rapper that just didn't align with the Samsung brand? So I thought it would be nice for us to talk about it today. Lay all the groundwork. Let's look at it critically and really analyze this thing so that we can decide, whether Samsung is actually stingy or maybe they're just picky with whom they associate themselves with. So that's the topic for today. Thank you very much for joining. Once again, you are live with Linda. All right, so let's really look at this thing very well, because if you remember not long ago, like I said earlier, this young rapper, his name is Dan Dizzy. He went to Ikeja ShopRite to freestyle, and as he was freestyling, dropping his bars, he decided to buy a Samsung phone. Yeah, he actually bought it with his money. I don't know if you've seen the video. If you haven't seen the video, I'm going to show you some clips of it, maybe towards the end, so that you can understand what I'm talking about, right? So he went to the mall, dropped his freestyle, everybody was hailing him and excited, and then he bought the phone. And I think he got a lot of views on that particular video on his page. Over 300,000 views, if I'm not mistaken. Over 9,000 comments. Other blogs also picked it up. Even I was so excited about it, I had to post it, and I asked you guys to tell me if you wanted Samsung to sign him or not. And a lot of people, commented positively. They thought it was great. So why on earth did Samsung not reach out to this guy? I have been thinking, is it because of brand alignment? I really don't know, because looking at it critically, I am not sure it's about brand alignment, because the guy to me looks presentable, and the video was presentable as well. It was a good video, right? It's not like it was a poor quality video, right? And Samsung had signed artists in the past. They signed Reminisce, who is a rapper, and then they also signed Banky W. So I don't think it has anything to do with brand alignment, if you ask me. So, is it because of popularity? I don't know, because that can't be the problem. You know why? Because even if the guy is not as popular as the other celebrities, you would sign him based on his level of popularity now, Abi. And he's not even doing badly. He has over 300,000 followers on Instagram, right? So it's not like you pay him the amount you pay a Banky W, for example, or you pay a Reminisce. And from the look of things, the guy is actually ready to partner. I'm sure he's somebody that if you tell, let's do it this way, he would agree. For crying out loud, he just gave you free publicity. Yes, that's free publicity. Over 500,000 views on Tunde Head Nuts. That's what that video got. So I don't think it has to do with the guy's popularity. And the other thing that came to my mind was marketing budget. Maybe Samsung, for some reason, do not have enough marketing budget. I think that's ridiculous, because even if you have your marketing plan for the whole year, because I know a lot of big brands do that, they plan their marketing for the whole year. So maybe, they had it all planned, and for some ridiculous reason, they didn't have emergency funds. That's also very funny. But let's say that happened. Is that enough reason not to reach out to this guy? Because I know that if you talk to him and say, okay, you know what, we exhausted our budget for the year, don't worry, we're still going to sort you out, I think the guy is still going to be able to reason with them. So I don't know. I don't think it's marketing budget. And I really don't think Samsung is stingy, if you ask me. I don't know about you, because they've signed artists in the past. They just worked with Brother Shaggy as well. So I don't think it has to do with stingy. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Like, what could be the reason why they didn't, reach out to them? I can understand if it has to do with brand alignment. I can understand if you don't have enough marketing budget, or maybe it doesn't really just fit with your plans. I can understand that. But what I can't understand is why Samsung did not publicly reach out to this guy. Are they also stingy with their likes and comments? Come on now. The least you can do is tell him is appreciate him the same way you would appreciate a customer. You appreciate your customers, right? This guy went to Ikeja City Mall. There are lots of phones there. He could have bought another brand, but he bought Samsung. How about leaving a comment publicly that says, "Oh, thank you for choosing Samsung"? Is that so hard? That's not so hard. They didn't even do that. I mean, there are a lot of ways they could have leveraged this thing because it's a trend. There are lots of ways. They could have even, say something like, welcome to the best phone club or something like that, and you can stop using that thing you've been using. Because if you look at the video very well, the guy was actually holding an iPhone in that video. So this could have been an opportunity for banter, just create awareness, just leverage the whole situation, just prolong the talk time for Samsung and engage with customers. I don't think it would have been a bad idea. So I still really don't understand what happened. If you ask me, is it that Samsung is too big? Well, you can't be too big for your customers now because the guy bought the phone. He is your customer. You cannot be too big for your customer. I hope that's not the issue. I hope Samsung is not being too proud, because if you remember, there was a brand that was on this level once upon a time. I'm talking about Nokia. Nokia thought nobody could reach them. Like, everybody was innovating right, left, center. They were so comfortable because they felt like they had a good product. Where is Nokia today? The likes of Samsung has taken over. So you cannot be too set in your ways. You cannot be too comfortable. You cannot be too big for your customers. I'm not saying that's what the issue is. They might have their reason, but it's really not our concern, because what we will judge is what the customers think. You might have the best intentions, but what are you communicating? What are the perception about your brand? Because your action or your inaction, whether you like it or not, communicates, right? So, as I was saying, you cannot be too big for your brand. And it's not just about product innovation. You cannot concentrate on technology and product innovation alone. You also have to think about marketing innovation, right? You have to play in that field as well. And the trend in marketing now calls for brands to be humane. It calls for brands to be relatable. It calls for a brand to be engaging with their customers. So you cannot be too like, holier than thou. Oh no, we don't do. You can't do that. It's not. You can't do that right now. It means that as a brand, you're not dynamic. Okay, so really, I just felt like that was a missed opportunity for Samsung, and I don't know why. But now that I've laid all the cards on the table, I want you guys to decide and tell me, what do you think really went wrong? Is it because the guy's brand doesn't align with Samsung, that's why they didn't reach out to them? Or is it because Samsung is picky with the kind of people they sign? Or is it just because you think they are feeling a little bit too big? Right? So let me know. I don't know. I don't want to draw a conclusion, but I was really pained, and I said, you know what? I need to talk about this, because if any brand decides to be too set in their ways in this age and time, man, there is a problem. We cannot do that. Brands are supposed to be engaging. Brands are supposed to, be ready to jump on any trend. And this is not just any trend. This is a trend about Samsung. Come on now. Anyway, I think I've talked too much about this. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll see you guys next time. Right? Bye.
This one, just give and take what you give what you get. 0814, and my P9 be that. I don't type I don't buy Samsung, suppose sign man. From freestyle, I come shop, I don't buy one. Something the boys they buy for black market for my wall. I come on a mall, come buy.